morning, branches. Happy Saturday. I'm going to start off our devotional today with a story of one of my little scholars. Um, the past couple weeks, I've been having my students journal about what's happening in the world and just kind of express their feelings. And one of the questions that I was asked that just hit me was, Mrs. Rose, how long will it be until I can sit at my desk again? Baby. It's going to be a wait, is what I kept thinking. And then I immediately went back to just, in general, my life of waiting. I wish I could tell her, like, tomorrow you're going to go to your desk. But we have to wait. All of us are actually waiting. We don't really know how long we're going to be waiting before the waves will crash on our heads or we get to hug our besties. The big fat bear hug. Everything is different. Everything. It seems like no accident at all that all of this coincides with the Holy Week. For those of you who know me, I have this strong affection to Mary, the mother of Jesus. In fact, there's so many stories of people in the Bible that I can just so relate to. In fact, it's one of the greatest gifts to be able to look at people's lives and how they've walked through pain and joy and suffering and kind of resonate with them. Mary has taught me so much by how she was so devoted to the Lord. Today is Saturday, the in-between day, the wait. Mary has spent 33 years living out a calling from her God to do some of the unthinkable. And yesterday, she watched her son die on a cross. Like the most devastating thing that anyone could walk through. In fact, for those of you who know, you know what it's like to watch your baby die. Being called or not, Mary is crushed. She's crushed because something that isn't supposed to happen happened. We aren't supposed to watch our babies die. It's finished. Even though death is this natural thing, it's so painful. And there's so many things that we just don't understand. And we know that someday that we're going to get to be together again, but there is this feeling of end or finish when death happens, especially when you watch it and you watch it be finished. Today, I want to take a little look at Mary and what she did after it was finished. She did two things. The first thing that she did, it says in Luke chapter 23, verse 56, is that she prepared. She went in and checked the tomb to make sure that her son was laid to rest properly, and she began to prepare the spices and herbs and things that she needed to for the burial the next day. And the second thing she did that we're going to really focus on today is she took Sabbath. In obedience to the commandment, Mary took a Sabbath, which means everything stopped. She took observance of her God, and she rested in his arms with all the pain and all the suffering that she had just endured. Mary took a Sabbath. Today is the Sabbath day. Today is the day that we wait and we rest in the truth that God did something incredible yesterday. That every sin and every pain and every suffering was finished yesterday, and we need to sit today and rest. It's kind of funny because I feel like the Sabbath in our culture before all of this came down is completely lost. I know in our family, it seems like we have an activity every single day. There is no real rest day. There is no real day of obedience to stop and to sit and to really think upon what God has done for us. But guess what? We're all sitting. We may not be taking our Sabbath. We may not truly be stopping and resting and settling in the arms of Jesus. We very easily could be getting distracted, just like we did before everything. But today, on this Saturday, on this holy day, I am encouraging all of us to sit and to rest and to take Sabbath. Let's look at what Mary did among the pain of all pains. What did she do? She went and she rested and she took a Sabbath. Let's wait together, branches. I think it'll be worth it, I promise. Have a great Sabbath.